Hello and happy Friday, 80-day challengers. I am super excited. We are closing in at the end of week 3. I can't even believe it. We are flying through this thing. So the end of week 3 ends tomorrow, which means you have today and tomorrow, so Friday and Saturday, if you have yet to get all of your workouts in. Remember, this week's non-negotiables is 4 days of activity. So 4 workouts of at least 30 minutes. So if you're only at 2, you're going to need to accomplish that today and tomorrow. Just so you guys, just as a reminder, we have our 6 p.m. Halloween workout tonight. If you have not done it in the past, please make sure you come in today. Sign up in the app so we have a general idea of how many people are coming. It is going to be fun. Come dressed up. It is highly encouraged. Have some snacks. We'll hang out for a little bit. Maybe we'll hit the road and go watch our Phillies play and cheer our boys on. It's going to be a great time. You also have an opportunity to get a class workout in at 8 a.m. on Saturday with Kelly. A little boot camp, get that heart rate up, and get that Saturday started off right. So otherwise, if you can't make those 2 classes and you still need those 2 workouts, it is your responsibility to make sure that you get them in. With those non-negotiables, we are entering week 4 on Sunday. I have a big announcement, so pay attention. Inside your books, it states that our non-negotiables jump up at the start of week 4. I am moving it to start at the end of week 4. So week 5 is when our non-negotiables is going to bump up. What that means is that next week, our non-negotiables stay the same. Week 4, they are staying the same. We still have to have half of our body weight in water in ounces per day. You still need 1 minimum of 1 rest day. You still need 1 minute of reflection. We are still avoiding candy and soda, which is going to be difficult this week. It is Halloween on Monday. So get it in, get it out. My school does take any donations of candy. So if you like to give them away, whatever, get them out of your house, my school does take it. So just let me know and I'll swing by and grab it from the gym. So it's out of your hands and then into mine. So the pressure's on. I'll do my best. And that last one is our workouts. Our workouts are going to remain for those 4 days at 30 minutes. And the reason for this change is that next week's challenge is a tough one. So in addition to those 4 days of workouts, you need to accumulate 10 miles. So let me clarify what that means. 10 miles in addition to your workouts. So if for some reason, you're in class and you have to do 12 fun fence and run backs during class, that does not count. It counts if you go and take a mile run before or after class. That would count, right? If you're out, getting a nice little speed walk in or a jog with your dog, any additional miles that you set forth to do. Now, does it count if your Fitbit tells you that you walked 20,000 steps that day, which accumulates to, and I'm not actually doing the math here, so don't hold this against me, and that accumulates to, let's just say 3 miles a day. That does not count. That's your everyday activity, right? I'm looking for in addition to. So in addition to like your work, right? That stays at work. In addition to your workout, that workout stays the same. You need to accumulate 10 miles. So talk to your teammates, talk to your friends, set up times and places. I believe the Warminster Park is like a 3.5 mile loop. So pick a date and time and be like, hey guys, I'm going to be here this day. We're going to take a nice little light jog. Or maybe we're going to do 30-second sprints on and off as we run through the Warminster Park. Make sure you're wearing your compound gear and represent. Take pictures, post us in it. But again, that 10 miles is in accumulation too. So in addition to all of those other activities, you must set forth to do it. I like to use a little app. It's called Map My Run. It's very accurate. It gives me the exact miles I did. It gives me my time, my rate, all of that great stuff. So definitely using some of those technology resources and tools to help support you in the challenge for this coming week. Also, our podcast for week 4 is Work for your dream powerful speeches of success. This one is an hour long, but it's something that you can easily break up into sections. So if you want to listen to it for 20 minutes at a time, it will be really great to throw your headphones on and go for an hour, a little jog, walk, jog, run, walk, jog, whatever you need to do. It's going to keep you motivated. The last two podcasts have been pretty educational. This one is also educational, but it's much more on the speaking to success. It's a lot more of that motivational piece of it, but it's, again, very easy to stop and go, and just wanted to give you a heads up that it is an hour long. To recap from week 2, just so you guys are aware, and if you are not receiving your scores through your email, please send me a text message separately or a Facebook message, whatever is easiest for you. You should be receiving the scores through your email once you get it done. So the first score that you get is not accurate. It is only scoring you on your, yes or no questions. So that's why you kind of get that lower score to begin with. I physically have to go into each and every one of your check-ins and grade your open-ended questions, which is why you'll end up getting 2 scores per week. Once I finish scoring it, I do it in order from the way that it gets submitted into the system. So it does take me quite some time to get through it all. So some people may get their scores, on Monday. Some of you may not get it until Thursday. It just depends on how long it kind of takes me to go through the entire thing. But when you get the email, it may go into a spam folder, a promotions folder, something like that. You can do a little search for Compound Fitness PA. It will show up in there, but you should be receiving your score. Also in that email, there's going to be a little box that says view. This will give you the opportunity. I provide feedback on pretty much everything. So make sure you hit that view box, and then you'll see our comments and our feedback that we are given to you in reference to your answers. This is especially important from last week's check-in where we were writing down our goals. You guys did such a great job with that. Reminders, we need to keep them positive. And I put in there too, right? How are we going to be tracking these goals? I wanted to make sure that those goals were measurable. So double check the feedback that I sent to you to make sure that you guys are on the right track. However, in your beginning of the week, right, where it says goal here, that is where you're going to physically write in that last one, that goal where I will behavior at time, blank, blank, right? At the location. That is what you're writing in here every single week. This is going to be your main focus. However, how we keep track of it and how we'll determine success is if we complete that 2-minute habit. Remember, this entire challenge is about making those small incremental changes that ultimately make a big difference in your life. So we're focusing, right? That goal is kind of where our mindset is, but that 2-minute habit is what we're physically tracking. So that 2-minute habit is going to go right into these boxes if you guys are choosing to use your journal, or you can set a little reminder in your phone to check it off, whatever you need to do. But the to-dos and habits, right? That first one should be in there, is that 2-minute habit that we talked about inside of your goals. So that way you can track it, right? 85% of the time. It doesn't mean that we have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect, right? But it also doesn't mean, Tara did a really good video, I think it was 2 weeks ago, about being all or nothing. It doesn't have to be that way, right? 85% of the time, we should be on point, which leaves us room. It gives us that wiggle room. Remember, it's the holidays. I want you to enjoy your friends and family. So 85% of the time, you should be doing that 2-minute habit, whatever that looks like. A lot of you guys talked about sedating daily affirmations. I love that. Some of you stated about doing physical activities such as doing 20 squats a day or holding a plank a day. Perfect. Those are those 2-minute habits. That habit has to be able to be completed in 2 minutes. Otherwise, it will get lost in our everyday. So keep that in mind. double check your feedback, right? You should all receive it from week 1 and week 2. And again, if you're having a hard time finding it or you did not receive your feedback, please just send me a message separately and I will make sure that I resend it to you so that you have all of that information. As a recap, week 4, non-negotiables are staying the same. Your 10 miles are in addition to your workouts, and your steps during the day do not count, right? You have to be intentional about setting those miles. Hey, I'm going to go for a mile run after class today, or I'm going to do a mile run before class today. Hey, it's Sunday, it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to be at the Warminster Park. Who wants to come with me? We're doing 3.5 miles, right? Make it a point to get your team on board, talk to each other. It's a lot more fun together, but you also have the option of the treadmill. So if the treadmill are doing something inside, I have no idea what the weather looks like for next week. Hopefully it's as beautiful as it's been this week. Get on the treadmill. Same thing. Run it out, do sprints, whatever you got to do, but get those 10 miles in. We are so incredibly proud of you guys. You guys are absolutely killing it in this challenge. Just the information, the feedback that I've personally gotten, and what you guys are stating in those check-ins have just been remarkable. So please make sure you give yourself a little pat on the back, high five your friends, because we are truly making a difference here. And I am so excited to be on this journey along with you all. Oh, also, please welcome Coach Bruce, who's going to be supporting Corey's team as well. So you'll see him a lot more active in here. So please give him a shout out if you see him in the gym as well. He has joined our 80-day challengers group. All right, guys, I love you. Happy Friday. Hopefully I see you all tonight in those fun costumes. Bye.